Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about a few cruise stocks and give a few reasons on why I may like one more than the other or why I think one might recover quicker than any of the others. So the first one that I want to take a look at here is Royal Caribbean, and you can see that before the crash here they were worth around $70 to $80. So this is a pretty strong price for a cruise stock and probably one of the most expensive ones on the stock market before the crash. Now at their lows they were worth around $22, and even as recently as a couple weeks ago, they were worth almost this price at around 35. However, they have been able now to recover with the S&P pushing up and with the SPY having so much gains in the last 2 weeks. They've been able to push up all the way to around $53 on their price tag. And honestly, I feel that they're one of the stocks that is going to recover the fastest. You can see that some of their news articles here explain that they're actually hoping to open in August, and this is going to be one of the soonest opening times for these cruise ships, as a lot of them are even planning on waiting till 2021 to even consider opening. And it says that they're only going to do it if the CEO thinks it's safe. However, he ultimately has the last decision and he wouldn't want the company to go under. So I feel that he would be able, or he would be willing to risk it in order to save the company financially. So this is kind of dangerous towards consumers and could really affect the price negatively if someone did jump on one of these cruise ships and then ended up getting sick. However, I feel that they're going to have a very strong contingency plan, as I actually know people in the industry for these antibacterial products and radar guns, etc., etc. And a lot of these companies are gaining value because of the fact that these multi-million dollar corporations such as Disney, Royal Caribbean, and other local government corporations as well have been buying into these products and services in order to make sure they can open again as soon as possible and still be safe. So next I want to move on to Norwegian Cruise Lines, and this is probably my least favorite one of all the stocks. And honestly, the reason I'm showing you this 1 month graph is because I want you to see how the stocks came up all the way to this price already of $17 and then crashed very strongly to almost their post crash price here. You can see that Norwegian Cruise Lines is one of the most up and down ones on very low volume as well, only 70 million average volume, so it's one of the lower ones of these cruise stocks. And if you look at their news here, you can see that they are moving higher on May 21st. This was about 6 days ago, and you can see that reflected here in the graph. However, they don't have any type of positive news coming out of their stock, and their CEO is very quiet, and their financials show that they have a lot of debt on their sheets. So yeah, this doesn't really bode very well for the stock. And honestly, I think that there's a lot of weakness here for Norwegian Cruise Lines, as they are one of the most dependent ones on the fact that they must open soon. If they don't open soon, then they are very much risking the fact that they could go under and maybe even become bankrupt as a cruise line and have to sell off their ships. So honestly, guys, I don't recommend buying Norwegian Cruise Lines. I feel that they're one of the weaker stocks. And if you do want to buy a cheaper cruise stock, so let's say you only have around $17 to purchase these shares and you don't want to pay this higher price tag for Royal Caribbean of around $52, you can see that they also followed the same price action here of becoming all the way up to $50, then crashing to almost their post crash price. However, look how much they've come up after that. And this honestly shows you the price strength with this stock. And it shows you that it is one of the fastest recoverers in this market because of the fact that people are very bullish on its recovery and its reopening. And with the CEO coming out and saying so much about the stock, it gives more strength to the price of the stock, and investors are much more bullish on its movement. So yeah, the last one I want to take a look at here is Carnival. And Carnival has a very close price tag to Norwegian Cruise Lines. And honestly, that's why I think it's one of the most attractive stocks to buy if you're looking to buy a cruise ship stock. And one of the main reasons is that Carnival has actually announced that its 2021 cruises are all sold out already. And this honestly bodes very well for the whole industry as a whole. However, specifically for Carnival, you can see that they're also very active with their news and what they say in press releases and stuff. So this honestly is pushing the stock higher and higher, and you can see that contrary to the way Norwegian Cruise Lines is moving, Carnival has also already jumped before this post jump price. They came up all the way to 1670, fell to around their post virus price. However, they have already been able to recover above that. So yeah, guys, this stock is honestly one of the ones I have the most hope in because of the fact that they got a very big investment from the Saudi Arabian government. And you may not know this, but every time the Saudi Arabian government invests into a company, they've done actually years of research, and they've done a lot of private talks with the company and seen their plans to reopen and recover from whatever crash or problem they were having. And they feel that they are very on a very good path to recovery here, and that's why they put their bets on Carnival Cruise Lines. So honestly, guys, I would say stay away from Norwegian Cruise Lines because they're the one with the weakest price strength, motion, and reasons for their recovery. So honestly, that's why I don't think it's going to be going very well for them into the future. Or if you're trying to make a very quick profit, that's why I don't think they're going to be recovering anytime soon. However, I do believe they can recover, but maybe not even to their pre-virus price, which is one of the most worrying things about the stock here. So yeah, guys, that's why I'd say focus on Carnival Cruise Lines and focus on Royal Caribbean here if you want to make a profit, especially in the short run. I feel that Royal Caribbean can continue pushing up to around the $60 price tag here in the next month or so if the stock market continues gaining the way it has. However, even though today we saw a very weak day on the stock market, Royal Caribbean was still able to gain around $4 of value. And honestly, this is very strong if you're holding the options or even if you're holding the shares. So yeah, guys, Royal Caribbean is a stock that has continued growing, is going to continue growing, and is probably going to be one of the fastest growers in this industry as a whole. As always, guys, remember to like and subscribe the video, and good luck with those profits.